Sheila Cecelia Escovedo, born December 12, 1957, 1, better known under the stage name Sheila E, is an American percussionist, singer, author, and actress. She began her career in the mid-1970s as a percussionist and singer for the George Duke Band. After leaving the group in 1983, Sheila began a successful solo career, starting with her critically acclaimed debut album, which included the career-defining song, The Glamorous Life. She became a mainstream solo star in 1985 following the success of the singles, The Belle of St. Mark, Sister Fate, and A Love Bizarre, with the last becoming one of her signature songs. She is commonly referred to as the Queen of Percussion. 2-3. Born in Oakland, California, United States, Sheila E. is the daughter of Juanita Gardier, a dairy factory worker, and percussionist Pete Escovedo, with whom she frequently performs. Her mother is of Creole French/African descent, and her father is of Mexican-American origin. 4-5, Sheila E.'s uncle is Alejandro Escovedo, 6, and Tito Puente was Escovedo's godfather. She also is niece to Javier Escovedo, founder of seminal San Diego punk act The Zeros. Another uncle, Mario Escovedo, fronted long-running indie rockers The Dragons. She also is the niece of Coke Escovedo, who was in Santana and formed the band Azteca. Nicole Richie is Sheila E.'s biological niece, the daughter of Sheila's musician brother, Peter Michael Escovedo. 7. She has publicly stated that, at the age of 5, she was raped by her teenaged babysitter, and this event had a profound influence on her childhood development. Sheila made her recording debut with jazz bassist Alphonso Johnson on Yesterday's Dream in 1976. By her early 20s, she had already played with George Duke, Lionel Richie, Marvin Gaye, Herbie Hancock, and Diana Ross. In 1977, she joined the George Duke Band. She appeared on several of Duke's albums including Don't Let Go, 1978, Follow the Rainbow, 1979, Master of the Game, 1979, A Brazilian Love Affair, 1980. Along with appearing on Duke's Don't Let Go in 1978, Escovedo and her father released Happy together that year on Fantasy Records, sharing billing as Pete and Sheila Escovedo. In 1980, she appeared on the pivotal Herbie Hancock album Monster. In 1983, she joined Marvin Gaye's final tour Midnight Love Tour as one of his percussionists. Prince met Sheila E. at a concert in 1978, when she was performing with her father. After the show, he met her and told her that he and his bassist Andre Simone were just fighting about which one of us would be the first to be your husband. He also vowed that one day she would join his band. The two would eventually join forces during the Purple Rain recording sessions. She provided vocals on the B-side to Let's Go Crazy, Erotic City in 1984. Though taken under Prince's wing, she proved to be a successful artist in her own right. In June 1984, she released her debut album The Glamorous Life. The album's title track single The Glamorous Life peaked at number 7 the Hot 100 and also topped the dance charts for 2 weeks in August 1984. The video for the song would bring 3 MTV Award nominations for Best Female Video, Best New Artist, and Best Choreography. She also received 2 Grammy Award nominations for Best New Artist and Best Pop Vocal Performance Female. Her second single The Belle of St. Mark charted at number 34 on Billboard Hot 100 and later became NME's Single of the Week. 8. She also toured as the opening act for Prince's Purple Rain tour, and the duo simultaneously began a brief romantic relationship, while Prince was still seeing Susanna Melvoin, twin sister of the Revolution Band member, Wendy Melvoin. 9. They would later become briefly engaged in the late 80s, during Prince's Lovesexy tour. 10. In 1985, she released Romance 1600. The lead single Sister Fate peaked at number 36 on the R&B charts. The album's second single A Love Bizarre became her signature song, peaking at number 11 the Hot 100 and also topped the dance charts. The non-album track Holly Rock made its way to live shows and into the film Crush Groove. Sheila later served as Prince's drummer and musical director in his band during the tours from 1987 to 1989. In July 1986, her self-titled album Sheila E was released. The ballad single Hold Me peaked at number 3 on R&B charts. She appeared in 4 films, Crush Groove with Run DMC, LL Cool J and Blair Underwood in 1985, Prince's concert film, Sign O' the Times in 1987, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane and Chasing Poppy in 2003. After leaving the Prince organization in 1989, Sheila E. collaborated with writers like Demetrius Ross, recorded and released an album, Sex Symbol, in 1991. The album spawned singles, Sex Symbol, Dropping Like Flies, and Cry Baby. She began her tour in Japan, which only lasted for a brief time. 11. Shortly after returning to America, she developed severe health issues after her lung collapsed. 12. She was left semi-paralyzed from playing drums in heels for long periods of time over the course of many years. 12. Unable to promote and tour, her album Sex Symbol suffered low sales. In 1996, she played in Japanese pop singer Namie Amuro's live band. The show at Chiba Marine Stadium was later made available on DVD. In 1998, she played percussion on the Phil Collins cover of True Colors. She was also the leader of the house band on the short-lived late-night talk show, The Magic Hour, hosted by Irvin Magic Johnson Jr. in the late 1990s. Sheila E. has performed 3 stints as one of the member All-Stars of Ringo Starr and his All-Star Band, in 2001, 2003, and 2006. Her drum duets with Starr are a moment of comic relief in the show, where they play the same parts but he quickly falls behind, shrugs and smiles as she takes off on an extended percussion solo. Says Sheila E., Ringo truly is one of the greatest rock and roll drummers in the history of music. He enjoys the joke. In 2002, Sheila E. appeared on the Beyoncé song Work It Out. In 2004, Sheila E. toured New Zealand as drummer and percussionist for the Abe Laboriel Band. The same year, she also was featured on Tone's Out the Box on the song Todos Juntos. She also played drums on Cyndi Lauper's hit album of standard covers, At Last. She played percussion on the song Stay. Sheila E. joined Lauper on a live version of that song on VH1 Divas. Sheila also performed at Prince's One Night Alone live concert, Live at the Aladdin Las Vegas in 2003, 36th NAACP Image Awards in 2005, and on The Good Morning Show in June 2006. In 2005, Sheila E. was a surprise guest orchestrating a band in Amory's One Thing performances for the Lady of Soul and World Music Awards. In February 2006, Sheila E. performed with Prince and Wendy Malvoin and Lisa Coleman, once again at the Brit Awards. Sheila E. performed at the Sonoma Jazz Festival in 2006 as part of Herbie Hancock's band featuring Larry Carlton, Terrence Blanchard, Marcus Miller, and Terry Lynn Carrington.